They may be young, but they're ready. The draft is tonight. We cannot wait. Right here, 8 Eastern on ESPN. Swagoo back here with us. Marcus, thank you for joining us again. Max, I'm starting with you. Which rookie is going to have an immediate impact this upcoming season?
It's going to be Jonathan Taylor or maybe DeAndre Swift. It's going to be a running back. Look, the reason running backs, they say you shouldn't take them up high is not because they're not very productive. And in fact, I think there's a very good argument to draft running backs way up high because you never really have to pay them. On their rookie deal, you franchise them a couple times, then you tell them, oh, look at your age. You know, you're not having that many good years ahead of you. We're not going to give you a big guarantee. But when you look at this class of running backs, Jonathan Taylor is considered number one, but it's really like 1A and DeAndre Swift 1B, depending on who you like more. Do you value, catches out of the backfield more kind of traditional running back, fight through the point of contact type stuff? But they're both excellent. They should both make real impacts with their respective teams, whoever drafts them. When you look at offensive rookie of the year, 4 of the last 7 years, it's running backs. That's more than quarterbacks. It's more than wideouts, than any other offensive position. Running backs win it because they're immediately productive. In fact, there's no position, offensive or defensive, over the last 5, 6, 7 years that has dominated that kind of stuff like the running back position, and that's kind of par for the course nowadays. So wherever Jonathan Taylor ends up, wherever DeAndre Swift ends up, they're going to have big impacts, and the question is which one of those two will likely be the offensive rookie of the year. That would be my bet.
For me, in the National Football League, what they talk about is the quarterback position being the most important. They say go get a quarterback or get somebody who can get to the quarterback. That's your secondary thing right there. That's why I'm going with Chase Young. I think the Washington Redskins are going to scoop him up at number 2. I think that they're getting him, obviously, to get to the quarterback. He had 16.5 sacks at Ohio State this past season. He's the premier pass rusher in all of college football. And not only that, if you're peeling off of Nick and Joey Bosa, who both started Ohio State, and this guy is the one that followed them. I mean, obviously, that's a good pedigree to lean on. And so when I look at it from that perspective, my mentality is that, again, you're the Washington Redskins. You're playing in the NFC East. Carson Wentz wants to throw the football all day, primarily because the Eagles very rarely have a running game to speak of. Even though Ezekiel Elliott is going to run the football, Dak Prescott's got some things to prove. He's going to drop back and pass at least 25 to 30 times a game. Of course, Daniel Jones, he's a fumble waiting to happen, at least thus far as rookie year, has shown as much. So if you're Chase Young, you're really salivating at the opportunity to get to him because you did force 6 fumbles last season, and you can carry that over to the NFL. Just playing against Daniel Jones alone might give you about 4 to 6 fumble recoveries, for crying out loud. So when I look at it from that perspective, I think the division that he's playing in, rather, not just to mention the conference, because you got a lot of quarterbacks love throwing the football in the NFC, and then you look at what the Redskins are trying to do, what they're attempting to do. Clearly, they want to go, or at least Daniel Snyder wants to believe in Dwayne Haskins, and that's what he's sticking with. So since they're not going to go with a quarterback, they're going to go with an edge rusher. And I think that Chase Young has an opportunity to really play lights out this year and have a profound impact by virtue of the quarterbacks that he will be going against within the NFC East. That's why that is my choice as the biggest impact by a rookie.
I like the impacts.
Marcus,
I like both
so
positions. I'm going.
Marcus, go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
I got Isaiah Simmons being that guy to make the impact immediately because of how many positions he plays and how many opportunities he'll get to make plays, not only rushing the passer, dropping back at the safety spot, and then playing that linebacker. I think he's the most versatile player in the entire draft. I'm not just talking about the 40 time. I'm talking about how he was used in Britt Venables' defense at Clemson, and now taking his talents to the NFL will only translate to what today's game is. He is going to be a problem. He is going to create havoc from all kind of ways. Troy Polamalu, Sean Taylor. When you think about guys that play multiple spots in this league's time before he got injured, Derwin James, what he was doing for the LA Chargers, Isaiah Simmons is going to be that kind of player. I'm looking forward to seeing him play and make the biggest impact as a rookie.
Marcus, thank you so much. Appreciate you. We're going to roll because we have another guest standing by. We will talk to you in a moment, and that is Tracy Morgan. Season 3 of The Last OG debuted this month, and NBA superstar Chris Bosh recently made a cameo. The show's fantastic. I've seen the first 2 seasons. We now welcome in friend of the show, star of The Last OG on TBS, comedian Tracy Morgan. Tracy, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And I just want to dive right into it. There you are. When we were getting your shot set up earlier, I see all these fish and sharks. I'm like, where are we going right now? An aquarium, but it's your beautiful home. So Tracy, so great to have you with us. How are you doing, you and your family, during this quarantine?
They're doing well, thank you. And I want to send blessings to everybody out there, being safe and protecting themselves. And I want to tell everybody on the front line, I spent a lot of time in the hospital. And, I've seen them get them people working. I know what they do, so big ups to them. Big ups to all the firemen, the nurses, the doctors, the police, everyone, and especially the community and the people. I love you. Well wishes to everyone.
It's good to see you, my man. And it's good to see you, man. I'm glad to see that you're in good health and what have you. I want you to talk to me a little bit. I mean, I'm used to seeing you with the Knicks. Obviously, that hasn't boded well for the New York Knicks. It ain't your fault. But I don't know if anything can help the Knicks. But in terms of your foot, come on, man.
We got rid of the front office. It's all good. Like I tell all Knicks fans, we want a ring right now. We're not ready for one. Be patient. We must. Be patient.
Well, I know we must be patient. We've been patient. We've been patient for about 4 or 5 decades, but that's neither here nor there. As this draft is coming up tonight, could you talk to me about what you're looking forward to with this upcoming NFL draft tonight? Can you do that?
Well, first of all, I want the NFL draft. The Giants. I wish if we wouldn't have won that game against Redskins, we would have had Chase. That's number 2. I think we would have had Chase. But maybe we could trade up, trade down, whatever we got to do. We need a defense. Offense wins games. Defense wins championships. We build our defense. They were looking decent last year. But if we build our defense, we're going to be okay. That's how I feel. We got a quarterback. I think this guy's come along. He's going to be developed. I like it. I like the atmosphere. I like the coach over there. We're a team. We're a team. We got my man, Saquon. He's a leader. He's going to run like hell this year. Point blank. We're going to put some value on running backs again. I compared him to Bo. This boy's nice. Plus, I went to high school with his father. So it's all good. I'm going to believe in the
Saquon
Giants.
Is the
I'm a Giant fan for life.
Saquon looks like it is obviously the real deal, and Daniel Jones has promised. But we're hearing, Tracy, that the Giants are going to go for an offensive tackle, for a left tackle, to help both Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley and pass on Isaiah Simmons, who, after Chase Young, looks like the best player on the defense. But you're clapping. I thought you just said we need a defense.
No, we do. Everything's needed. But it's good to have an offense, and I hope he comes from Nebraska. I hope he's a big boy from Nebraska. Move some people, lay some pads on somebody, open up some holes, protect the quarterback. Defense is going to win the championship.
Does Wisconsin count?
I'm looking at the whole game, all 4 phases. Special teams, offense, defense, all of that. You got to take care of all of it. Let's trade some people.
Hold up, did you say 4 phases?
Isn't it true?
5. Whatever phases, every phase.
Isn't it true, Tracy, that when it comes to any team that you're rooting for, I mean, they can't do any wrong, even when they continuously lose. It's the Knicks one day, it's the Giants the other. All you're going to do is preach patience, 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 like everybody got all day to be waiting for them to be productive. Isn't it true that no matter what we ask you, that's going to be your answer?
Steve, when it happens, you're going to go like this. That's what's going to happen. This is New York, okay? This is where the monkeys fell off the building. I'm not concerned. I'm from Brooklyn. BK representing to the fullest, and you know it. This is it. People want to come here. I'm not going to blame Dolan no more. Dolan don't dribble. Dolan don't shoot. We're going to be fine. We got a new front office. We're going to get aggressive.
Tracy, speaking of...
I want more money, Max. I'm thinking about buying the Knicks. Me.
Speaking of, I'm
So
from
where I'm
Brooklyn,
going-
and
where I'm
speaking
going
of the
to-
last, speaking of the
Yes.
last OG,
I'm
Tracy, I
going
have
to
a question.
Black people. I'm going to the Rutgers. See?
I think you said I'm going to the Rucker. I couldn't hear, but
Going to Rutgers.
but I have a
I'm
question. I'm assuming you saw that Jordan doc. Did you see the first 2 episodes of the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance?
I ain't on Michael Jordan yet. I'm still dealing with the Tiger King.
The Tiger King? Is that what you just said? You still dealing with the Tiger King? Is that what you just said? You just came on national TV. You just came on national TV and said that?
Yes.
You just came on national TV. You're supposed to be a sports fan, sitting courtside for Knicks games and stuff like that. And you telling me you passed up on Jordan for the Tiger King? You just admitted that on national TV. Is that what you just did?
I can't believe it. There are people in the world like that. I love Jordan, but the Tiger King, I never saw nothing like that.
Yeah, but you know what you missed, Tracy? You missed watching Michael Jordan dunking on people over a soundtrack of Rakim, I Ain't No Joke, and LL, Bad. And you call yourself the last OG and show up with a Kango and a gold rope behind some sharks swimming behind you. How'd you miss that, Tracy?
I'm going to see it right now. As soon as I get up there with y'all, I'm going to check it out. You shouldn't have said that.
All right. Tracy, thank you so much for being with us. The Last OG out on TBS Season 3. Check it out. It's really good. Tiffany Haddish on there as well. Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I love that tank behind you. All right. First Take fam, we want to hear from you. It's time for you to decide the debate. Send us the topics you want to see Max and Stephen A go head to head on. Just tag First Take on Twitter. Make sure to stick around later in the show as